part 2 of Jason Marshall's DeLorean up next. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiAntasy.com and welcome back to another video. If you're a first-time watcher, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the little bell icon right next to it so you see every one of our videos. Today we're taking another look at Jason's video of his DeLorean from Back to the Future. In today's video, he's going to go over the interior detailing, exterior wiring, and the reactor vents on the car itself. So let's take a look at what Jason's up to.
So I'm going to start doing the wiring in the passenger compartment. It's really just a matter of laying it down in the pattern I want. I use white glue to hold it down because it's a decent bond, and as you can see from this area here, it dries nice and clear. I'm going to go ahead and do all that and come back and show you the results. I run all my individual wires, harnesses, etc. just to give interior a slightly better look than the molded wires. This piece goes here, but they don't bond directly because this goes into the body first, and then the cabin gets installed, so you can't really put those wires directly to it. But I'm pretty happy with that. Working on the driver's side, I already added the supplemental wiring to the rear portion. Then we have to do this part that goes up over the front wheel well and into this guy. But this needs some slight modification before we can do that. The primary wire we're leaving, but we need to trim out the secondary so we have somewhere to run the supplemental wiring. You can do this with any trimmers or a knife. I like these flush cutters. There's the bottom and the top. We'll paint this up, install it, and then run the wiring. After wrapping the wire, it was just a matter of, I use CA to lock down the end, a bit in the middle, a bit at the top, and then just use the tweezers to bend the wire to get to go to the socket. Sometimes, as you'll see here, sometimes you get a bit of crystallization from the crazy glue. I'm just going to go back over that very lightly with some black paint and a fine brush. Now we're going to do the last major sub-assembly, and that is the reactor vents. I've went ahead and filed down where attached to the sprue. Even with the flush cutters, sometimes you still get a little bit of a lump there, so that's all filed down. We're going to assemble the halves, do the filling, and then install the baffles. The vents have had a chance to cure, and we saw this problem with the seam here. It's pretty visible. Now, this has a really good fit. There's no serious gap, there's not a huge step between the two halves. So instead of using filler, we're going to do something else. We're going to sand the surface, get that smooth, and if there is any gap, the styrene dust from the sanding should fill that. And then we're going to apply a little bit of plastic cement over that. I'm going to do that for the other two seams on this. But once that dries, we're going to wet sand it and apply some gunmetal gray. And it should be hardly noticeable or not noticeable at all, ideally. Here is one completed vent assembly. Although it looks difficult, the actual baffles are quite easy to assemble. The only minor complexity is you may have to shift them a little bit to get them straight once they're inside the assembly. However, it's pretty straightforward. You got a slot here and a slot here. Just slide them in and repeat 2 more times. And install and adjust as necessary.
Well, thanks everybody for stopping by and watching another video right here on SciFiAntasy.com. So, if you haven't registered, like I said before, not registered, but subscribe to us, please hit that subscribe button and the little icon. This way you get notified of every build we got going on the site. And if you're interested in more in-depth detail about Jason's build, he's got a group going on at sci-fi-fantasy.com. So come over there, register, and check out what's going on. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you all soon. Take care, and bye-bye.